Gauntlets have been a weapon that I've played virtually ever since I started my Brawlhalla career. There was something about them, they were always fun. It was fun, when they initially came out, just to grab people and do nair into nair into nair, but over time, obviously, the meta's evolved, it's changed, and with that, there's been some combos. I mean, previously, you had Delight, Nair, Recovery, that was a huge one, and there's people like Boomy who made videos on the tutorial of doing it. And then also there is the ability to do Nair into really anything. I mean, Nair had so much stun that I feel like I could do another Nair and it'd be true. Gauntlets have been a longtime favorite and they've become one of the most well-known weapons in the game and one of the most played weapons in the game. And honestly, probably one of the most long-standing broken weapons in the game, and there's really no reason why you shouldn't be trying to play them right now. I mean, even after the nerfs that they got, and in the most recent balance patch, they actually got a nerf to the ground pound. So the active release, or if you manually release the ground pound, instead of it being a larger hitbox, it's much smaller now. I thought I wouldn't notice this, but I actually kind of do. They also added on some recovery frames to the ground pound, but you notice it a little bit, but you get used to it pretty quick. I would say it's two smaller changes that add up and slightly nerf ground pound, but other than that, gauntlets are the exact same from last patch, and this combo that I want to show you guys is basically a must-have if you want to be very efficient with killing. And also, I kind of see this as a preview into my gauntlet guide, because stuff like this is what I'm going to be talking about, and so I figured why not make a little preview video and show you guys how to do the most important gauntlet combo in the game today. So everything's set up. The bot is at 160, which is the earliest this combo can kill. Now also, Jaehyun and Val, they're matching in their strength and defense. It's an even ratio. So if you check this out, right, the flat damage. So basically, this is to give, I guess, the best representation that you might be seeing, but normally, it's the average, right? It's in between 5 defense, 5 attack. One thing that might be happening that shows that you're on the right track, because when you do this combo, you want to make sure that you're holding either left or right, whatever you use to move. For me, it's the arrow keys, and if you play on controller of some sorts, it's the same principle. You want to keep holding that directional input, right? But one thing that might happen, and I will say I do think it means that you're on the right track from my experience, is you just might not press the jump early enough, or you might not get that timing, because it is still pretty tight timing, and instead you might do a side sig. So don't get discouraged if you're doing this, because that kind of shows you're on the right track. It's just a matter of figuring out when you need to press the jump. All right, so here we go. Remember, I'm going to be holding, in this case, I'm going to do D-Light, keep holding left with it, and then I'm going to go chase dodge into my recovery. So let's see if I can get it. Okay, so there it is. It's not as easy as it looks. I mean, once you get a feel for it, I'm sure it doesn't feel that bad. Also in training room, it might feel a bit better, because it is one of those combos where some online input lag or however it may be, you might get a rollback on it. But it is really, really good to know, especially if you're a player, a top player looking to maximize your efficiency and stuff, or anyone who's looking to maximize their efficiency while killing. It's really good because, yeah, sure, you can do Silent Recovery, but at the end of the day, this is Gauntlet's most important combo, at least to me, because it allows you to actually kill earlier. And it's something that I need to start doing way more, because there's been so many times where I'll just end up fishing for sidelights, right? And let's just say, my opponent, they're just dodging randomly. Now, to be fair, I read it there, but you see the issue is that I have to read a dodge, and that's no bueno. You don't want to have to do that ever, basically. Now, to be fair, if your opponent does have no dodge, yes, you still could just go into that, and it is an easier input. But at the end of the day, it's just a very good thing to know. And just keep in mind, it's the same logic on the other side. So in this case, I would do my D-Light into recovery, and I would just be holding to the right. And right there, as you saw it, that was D-Light recovery from the right side. I highly suggest anyone who's playing Gauntlets to practice this. I mean, it's essentially Gauntlet's only true kill combo. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It'd mean a lot if you subscribe and like the video, just to help out some other people. Push it out there into the algorithm. But I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace out.